everybody. I'm here today to talk about things that are important for CEOs and senior executives. And I'm with David Wright from Silicon Valley Risk and Insurance. And he's going to help us learn a bit more about a very important policy that seems to be a little bit less known than it ought to be. So to get started, tell us a bit about yourself, David.
Sure. David Wright, once again. I run Silicon Valley Risk and Insurance Services. Been in the insurance business for 30 plus years, working for major insurance companies as well as being a client advocate.
Great. Welcome to the show. So we're talking about business travel accident insurance, or BTA. What is it?
So BTA is coverage for when any member of a company is traveling, either domestically or, more importantly, internationally. And it covers the two pillars of coverage is medical insurance and accidental death and dismemberment, also known as AD&D.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So why is this insurance so important to consider, and who should be thinking about it?
Sure. So it is not covered. So international travel, basically, once you get outside the borders of the United States, there's really no other coverage available. Workers' compensation is only for within the borders of the United States. So once you leave the borders, you do not have workers' comp coverage. This basically takes the place of workers' compensation when you're traveling overseas.
Okay. So how would you know whether your company needs this?
I would say that any company that has extensive traveling, particularly overseas, should have this coverage. And it also covers your international employees. So if you have those, it's even more important because most other countries have a social medical scheme. And if that particular employee is traveling to the United States or another country, they in essence have no coverage for medical. And this policy will actually pick up medical costs if they get ill or injured while traveling on business.
Okay, so it sounds like if your domestic teams and executives are traveling outside the U.S., or if you've got international employees who travel into the U.S., you really want to look seriously at this.
That is correct.
Okay. You've got a lot of clients around the place. I imagine you might have a story or two about some clients who wish that they had had this coverage.
That's true. Yeah, I had a CEO that was traveling. He got very ill. He had contracted a virus that went into the heart lining, and this was in India. And he was hospitalized for many days and basically racked up close to $100,000 in medical bills. And if he would have had this coverage, it would have taken care of all the logistics to get him to the emergency room and the costs of his medical care as well. He did, of course, have domestic medical insurance, but it took almost 9 months to get reimbursed, and he was still out of pocket the out-of-pocket maximums and deductibles from his U.S. health insurance.
Okay. So it sounds like in addition to covering the costs, that there's some other services that are provided as well?
Yes. We basically have a mobile app that is on your phone that any employee is traveling can use for other types of services like lost passport, lost luggage, you lost your laptop. It will cover all those kind of logistic expenses as well.
Mm-hmm. And what about if you're traveling, you're okay, but you find yourself in a tough situation, some kind of emergency situation? Does it cover that?
It certainly does, and it will evacuate you and pay all those costs of evacuation, whether it's a natural disaster or a geopolitical event.
Okay. I guess one of the potential upsides of having coverage like this can be around employee morale and well-being.
Correct. We feel this is a really good employee benefit that is not usually typically part of your employee benefits package. And so I think that this is really increases the morale of your team, particularly those team members that are traveling.
Okay. So that's been very helpful to understand better what's available, who might need it. So if anyone who's watching wants to find out more, wants to investigate um, a, a business travel accident insurance policy, what should they do?
Well, certainly they should contact me directly. Shortly we will have a link on our website that will enable people to go ahead and get an indication on this. And it's based upon the travel days and the number of employees that are traveling.
Okay. Well, I hope you found this useful. And it sounds to me like for many companies, this could be an essential policy. Thank you, David, for sharing this information with us. And hope to hear that you found this beneficial.
Thank you, Arjen.